Next person that's coming up is another friend. This is possibly one of the nicest people I have ever met on the internet. And you know how sometimes you meet somebody on the internet, you think they're awesome, and then you meet them and not so much? Not this girl. She is like 200 times even nicer in person. So I'm really proud to call her a friend. Please welcome to the stage one of our hosts, Jill Johnson Pattee. She's at momatforward.com.
Mike is up here. Okay, I'm not used to this. All right, before we get started with tonight's presentation, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. The first one is, who is your favorite superhero? Shout it out. Oh, I couldn't even hear this individual, but I know Jen Tilly's is the Hulk, so we'll... I know she loves the Hulk. Okay, and I would like to say that everybody in this room is a superhero. Look to your right. Look to your left. Am I wrong? Are we not all superheroes? Woo! All right. Think about who the superhero is for you in this room. And if you're a newbie, get to know someone this weekend. What is it that makes superheroes so super? Throw it out. Toss it out there. They're strong. They fly. They've got cool gadgets. Awesome capes, all right. And on that note, let's talk about capes. We've got some. You each had a box at your table, on your seat. Pull them out. You open them this way, from the left to the right. You can decorate them later. Mine's already decorated. Let's put on our capes and be superheroes tonight. All right, because we are going to learn how to tap into our inner superhero. These capes are made by Kiwi Crepe, by the way. Right, you can see my design. You have stickers in yours. All right, and there's no better way to learn how to be a superhero than to follow the example from our favorite superheroes. And tonight I want to talk about 6 different ways that we can become superheroes. Superheroes, this picture is for Jen Tilly, by the way. Superheroes know their strengths. Sometimes they have to grow into them. They have to learn to maximize them. I just saw Spider-Man. Who saw Spider-Man? Who's seen it? Isn't it great? Woo! But you got to learn how to maximize them. One superhero for me is Karen Walrond. She used to be an attorney. She still is, but not practicing. But she took her passion for photography and really changed her life. She quit her job. She started being a photographer. This fall, she's going to Ethiopia to capture promote issues for global issues. Number 2, superheroes don't let their limitations limit them. They all have strengths and weaknesses, but they use their strengths to change the world. One superhero in this room is Lindsay Redfern. She's from the R House. Lindsay and her husband have struggled with infertility. I talked to Lindsay about this ahead of time, so I'm sharing with her permission. But instead of focusing on the challenge of that, she turned that into an opportunity and has really helped champion the cause of adoption. Number 3, superheroes surround themselves with other superheroes. How many of you have superheroes in your lives? How many of them are here this weekend? Well, I have a few superheroes here with me this weekend. I want to give a shout out. I've got my parents here, flew up just yesterday from Guatemala. I've got my sisters. I have my cousin who came from Minnesota. I've got the Mom at Forward team, and I've got at Troy Pattee. We all need to have superheroes in our lives. And that's a beautiful picture. It should be of Spider-Man. But superheroes see the super in everybody. It's not all the time that we're super. Sometimes we fall down. Sometimes we can't fly as high as we would like to, as we normally do. But superheroes see the super in everyone. Jenny Ingram, Jenny on the spot, is one of those people. She's now mad at me that she sent me all those pictures. I know. Jenny not only sees the super in everyone, but she helps everyone get their super on. Am I wrong? No. Superheroes recognize that even superheroes aren't perfect. Poor Super Grover. He's so awesome. Crashing into buildings sometimes. But we all need to recognize that we're not perfect. We need to recognize it for ourselves, and we need to recognize it in other people too. These are my kids a few years ago. The good thing about superheroes is that they unapologetically choose good over evil. Sometimes they have to learn the right from the wrong, but they choose the good and they stand up for it. Superheroes also know that with great power comes great responsibility. Parents know this more than a lot of people, but whether you are influencing your own children or the person sitting right next to you, you have immense power in this world to impact people for good and ultimately to raise the next generation of superheroes or the next person right next to you to help them this weekend at the EVO conference. So this weekend, we'd like to have a couple of call to actions for you superheroes. First, look for the super in everyone. Look around you. As you greet someone, as you shake their hand, as you give them a hug, find out what is super about them. And second, start each day by identifying one thing within you, about you, that is super. And then finally, come get your super on with me. I'm Jill Pattee at Jill My MyF on Twitter, Mom at Forward on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, and I'm also at the EVO conference. Have a great weekend.